I lost my glasses again.
Well, there they are. They were on your head the whole time, Charlene.
Well, that happens.
Well, hello again. It's the Southern Ladies here, Kellouise Basil and my good friend Charlene Dandelion. We've got a special episode for you today. It's questions and answers.
Little Q&A.
Yeah.
I got my hair washed, got my makeup on, my jewelry. I'm ready to answer America's burning questions.
All dazzled up.
About these local West Texas celebrities. YouTube sensations.
That's right.
Still waiting to get paid for that.
I know. I'm waiting on that check.
Anyway.
All right. Well, first question. This is from my good friend up in Canada.
Canada? It's cold up there.
I know.
It's worse than Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah.
Ice sheets all over the place.
That's what she said.
You don't mess around with ice. We don't get much in this, West Texas area. My Aunt Fanny from up north in the Panhandle, she fell probably about 10 years back, slipped on a sheet of ice, chipped her coccyx.
Good grief.
Yeah, Aunt Fanny.
Has she recovered? Was she ever the same?
She was never the same.
Bless her heart.
Ice is dangerous. Watch out up there in Canada. Be safe.
I still need to go for a visit, but not right now. It's too cold. Well, she wants to know how we met. That's a good question.
That is a really interesting question. Well, actually, this gal and I met at a quilting club.
Yeah, well, we don't belong to it anymore.
Quilt like you mean it. And truth be told, we really didn't hit it off that much at first.
No, I thought you were rude.
I thought you was a wet blanket. Anyway, my therapist recommended that I do something to help me quit smoking, do something with my hands. And so I joined the local quilting club. And to be honest, I thought it was going to be a bunch of old biddies sitting around gossiping. And, well, pretty much was. But anyway, that's how me and old Kellouise met here.
Yep. And remember that quilting competition I entered? We went to that one weekend.
Oh, yeah. That was the weekend we really became friends, Kel.
Yeah, we really bonded.
Mm-hmm. Well, short story was that she entered this hideously ugly quilt into the... I'm sorry.
Oh, gosh.
It was bad. It was bad, but listen. The judge was too harsh, and he tore that quilt up one side, down the neck. She did beautiful work.
The stitching was
divine. Was perfect, but it was, Anyway, the judge was rude and crass, and he done tore up that quilt up one side, down the next. And nobody insults people from my quilting club. So I gave that judge a piece of my mind. I gave him about 50 pieces, and we just got kicked out.
That's why we can't go back now, but that's okay, because
that's how we met. And it saved my life, too, because I was smoking in bed, and apparently sheets is flammable. I almost put my house on fire.
Wasn't those polyester blend sheets?
Mm-hmm.
Those were the worst.
Walmart brand.
Yeah.
But, anyway, saved my life. Met my bestie friend here, and we just been hanging out ever since.
I still have that quilt. It's in the guest bedroom on the bed.
Yeah. You worked hard on that quilt, Kel, but it really was ugly. Had some Peter Pan patches and brown tie-dye.
Yeah, it's what I had left.
That judge still had no business.
Okay. Well, that's the story of how Kellouise and Charlene met.
Quilt like you mean it.
My sweet niece up in Dallas, Texas wants to know what our favorite food and songs are. Well, everybody should know this about me. Anything by P. Diddy. I love his songs. Mm-hmm. They're the best in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I'm a country music fan. Always have been. Tanya Tucker, some Willie Nelson. But I'll tell you what, this last 10 years or so, I've really been into that young hottie JT, Justin Timberlake.
Ooh, yeah. He is rather handsome.
He just can drop some real sweet beats. So I really like me some Justin Timberlake.
What's that one he had a few years back? Maybe like 10 years ago. Something about sexy.
Bringing sexy back.
That's right.
Yep.
And weren't you a believer?
Oh, yeah, I had the trucker hat and everything.
Yeah.
He's a cutie patootie, too, that little guy. I didn't even know what a believer was. She had to explain it to me.
Yep.
Thought it was some hip hop term.
Ooh, and my favorite food is taco night every Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
It's my favorite.
For those of y'all that don't live out here in Texas, we live for Taco Tuesday, okay? It's kind of like our bread and butter. Every Tuesday, you get 2-for-1 tacos. Can't beat it. Although I'm surprised you like tacos after that incident. You got sick on them.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You was on the toilet all night.
That's right.
Remember it was when we went to that grand opening of that all-you-can-eat buffet at Pablitos.
That's right, I remember that now.
Pablitos, it was $5 all-you-can-eat. Girl, you went to town on those tacos.
I scarfed those down, didn't I?
Yep. She was on the commode all night. Riding the porcelain pony.
It's a rough night.
Well, you know me, my favorite food is catfish, fried okra, anything fried, really. My favorite restaurant up the road, the Catfish Corner, I was heartbroken when that place closed because of COVID.
Yeah.
That place has been frying up catfish for decades. So good that the blinds just have a coating of fried goodness on it. That's when you know they've been frying up their share of catfish a long time. But that's my favorite. That's my favorite food.
Best hush puppies in town.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Corner of the market on hush puppies.
Oh, this is a good one. Are you ready? Your most embarrassing moment. Well, I don't know who this is from. It doesn't matter, but, well, you know what mine is. Remember that time I went to the Save-A-Lot market to get some cotton balls to finish the snow scene around my Christmas village?
Mm-hmm.
Well, there I was in the personal care section of the store, and all of a sudden I felt a pinch on the inside of my thigh. I looked down and I thought it was a brown recluse crawling on the inside of my pantyhose. Before I knew it, my comfort slacks were down around my ankles. It was just a squashed raisin from my breakfast cereal that morning.
Yep, Raisin Bran.
And then I looked behind me and I saw the president of my homeowners association. And he saw the whole thing. I wanted to die.
I remember that. You had a meeting with him that afternoon.
Lord, I still know that man.
That was pretty embarrassing. Yeah, for me it's kind of tough. I'd say it's probably a toss-up between that time they was giving out the free popsicles in the frozen section of the Piggly Wiggly. I got so excited I darn near put my wet lips right on the popsicle, yanked it out, ripped my lip skin off with it too. I mean, I looked and there was lip skin stuck on the popsicle. Of course, my lips was bleeding. I'm hooting and hollering all over the store. It was a hot mess.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
You're the reason why they had to put the warning on the package that says warning cold.
I know. Yep, it was a pole in the winter, stick your tongue to kind of situation. But I'd say probably the most embarrassing moment was that time we was at your pool, your condo association, and I did a cannonball in the pool without my glasses on. Just had a wild hair, feeling like a teenager again, and I cannonballed right on top of that little child's head.
It was a toddler in the deep end of the pool. His parents weren't even watching.
Well, they just think they can stick a kid in a float and let him go all over the place. It's not a lifeguard, people, but yeah, that was pretty bad. I never seen anybody yell so loud. That mother was ready to kill me.
We had to skedaddle out of there so fast. I thought she was going to come after us.
I know. Lesson learned, though. I stick to the floats. I don't try any crazy things, jumps, dives, because last time I did, I darn near broke a small child's neck. Anyway.
All right, well, the last question I have is, what's our hobbies? What's your favorite hobby?
Well, you know me.
Oh, I know what one of them is.
I just like sitting on the porch, shooting the breeze, looking at the neighbors, kind of doing what we do. I'd say drinking my spritzers, but Earl says that's not good for the baby, apparently. So I'm switching to tea.
Sampling the cocktails.
Yeah, not anymore, girl.
That's good.
Well, that was one of my hobbies, but also, you know, I hoard things. I'm a hoarder. I got my basement full of junk.
What's that new collection you got down in there?
Well, I did get a hold of Carl and got a bunch of them little soaps. I got those all over my bathroom. But really just collecting metal. I've been collecting scrap metal. And just throwing it, chunking it in the basement, throwing a big pile up.
Is any of it copper?
No, I don't think so. Just random metal. You never know what you could do with it, you know. You could melt it down and make iron tools. You could build a sculpture, maybe cash it in.
Make little figurines.
Yeah, build a house out of it. Who knows? I've been having Earl pick up scrap metal anytime he finds it and toss it in the basement. So those are some of my hobbies.
Well, mine have changed over the years. You know, I was into that friend fruit making deal, the little pineapple characters.
Yeah, beginning of COVID, I remember that.
Yeah.
You was a mean quilter for a while too.
Yeah, well, that didn't last. Yeah, I dabble in a little of this and a little of that. It changes throughout the years and months.
Yeah, you've been into that spray can art lately too, girl.
Yeah. It is fun, you know. That's what we talked about in our last episode. Now the whole world knows. So thank you, Charlene.
Well, sorry about that, girl. Police haven't come for you yet, have they?
No.
Good thing they don't subscribe to this channel. Anyway.
I am good and getting really good with the art. My art skills are really improving.
Can you make me a scene of flowers, dandelions?
I'll work on that.
Okay, maybe you can do that in a wall in my basement.
Yeah.
I think I got a spare wall that I've collected down there you can do some art on.
That's a good idea. We'll leave the door open this time.
Yeah, we don't want you inhaling those fumes, getting all cuckoo again. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Anyway.
Well, that's all I have. Those are some good questions.
Good
people.
questions. Way to really draw it out of us. Hopefully you know a little bit more about us, about our personal lives, and answered those deep questions you had burning inside of you.
And now you know.
Now you know. Anyway, I hear my kettle boiling, so I'm going to go get that and make me some tea.
Okay.
But this has been fun, Kellouise.
It has been fun.
Until next time, America, you vote smart and keep watching the Southern Ladies.
Bye-bye.